Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Grassroots Ham Radio Podcast, Episode 8. I'm VO1JQB.
Aaron, VO1FOX, Portable VA1.
And I'm Mike, VO1AX. Good evening, everybody.
And we are your hosts this evening, so sit back, relax, grab a cup of Joe, and enjoy the show. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Doink.
Blink.
Blink.
So, yep. Oh, yeah, we hear your blink.
Yeah.
Friggin' milk drinker. So, a few things on the list this evening. Not a whole lot of news, but we got obviously what we've been at the past couple weeks. We've got a bit of stuff on Hamvention. Mike's going to fill us in on that. And we got a new segment we're starting called Shoot the Shack. So that's basically where we'll go into a fellow radio operator's shack. We're starting off with the three of us. We will do a bit of filming, ask a couple questions, and publish it for you guys to see. So you can see what the ham radio community is like around where we're at compared to places that you are at. So, Mike, what have you been at the past week?
Not a whole lot. I except for the usual wire stuff. Worked a bit of HF the weekend and messing around with FT8. I attempted a YouTube vid on my own with this little farbed up tripod that I got to show how us blind folks do FT8, but it didn't go very well. I will try again when my wife is feeling better to hold the camera. Because what happens is when I shoot it the way with the phone down sideways, the video's all weird when I go to play it back.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'll get to one of those, and so I'm messing around, playing with a bit of FT8, doing a bit of phone, of course, and wrapped my fingers around the paddles.
Oh, yeah?
Just to get the feel and to get the, that nervousness you get in your fingertips when you're trying to work a Fox Yankee 3 and you freeze up.
Oh, yeah. Trying to work that out, eh?
Yeah.
How's the code coming along? Doing good?
Yeah, I think I'll be able to do some DX in code.
Nice.
I won't be able to do an actual QSO, but I'll be able to do some DX. And like Aaron said, that's a good way to start. Just work some DX.
Some contesting stuff.
Yeah. I've retired my Code Warrior Junior. I found that when I'm trying to actually send CW, it's no good to me.
Yeah, that's...
it's actually too tight.
Too tight?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went back to the 3D printed keyer, which is fine for my touch.
Right on.
Right. Now, I'm not going to get rid of it because you guys would want it to pound on.
Yep.
So that's what I've been at, really, like trying to practice a little bit of code, work a bit of HF. I put up that ground plane antenna. Again, I got that inside above the shelf.
Okay.
Inside the cabin.
Right on.
So Annette knew with that. Actually, Annette stood on the chair and put it up because, you know me, right? I'm only good for handing stuff.
Yeah.
So that's all ready to go. The coax is coiled up nice. Other than that, charting my DXCC just to see if there's any more nice DX that are going to put me over. Well, I'm over the top anyway, but I'd like to get Thailand confirmed. But I only got one confirmed on QRZ, and that's no good because you can't import QRZ to LOTW.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
Aaron, your video's gone.
One of the Thai stations did email me back and said, yeah, I confirmed you on QRZ.
There you go.
So there you go.
Cool.
So that's what I'm at, and I'm probably going to send that off probably by the end of the week. I'll wanted my phone, but I'll take my mixed.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do.
Yeah, because the other, like Jamaica hasn't confirmed me, El Salvador hasn't confirmed me, Falkland Islands hasn't confirmed me, and they're nice DXs. But
yeah. Hey, even a mixed is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to take my mixed. I was hoping to give it some more time for the rest of them to come in, but with my luck then, once I apply for and get my mixed certificate, then the other 4 will all of a sudden pop up and confirm. Yeah. That's what will happen, right?
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. And so that's pretty much it.
Cool. Aaron?
Yeah.
What have you been at me, buddy?
So I was moving and working and...
Yeah, what have you been at?
Still working 6 days a week.
Right on.
And between last podcast and this podcast, I've moved again. I'm now in another location in Halifax.
Much better location.
Yeah, for sure. So that's done. Haven't been doing anything really radio-wise. So just keeping a listen on the Marine VHF stuff on the little Marine handheld I got from work.
Right on.
HT1000 is finally gone. Like, I mean, it won't even turn on anymore. So I actually chucked it in the garbage.
Really?
The unit now, not the antenna and the battery and the charger, because, you know, you can always use them for parts, but the actual unit itself is, like, welded together. I couldn't even get the back off the damn thing.
So you just kind of said, fuck it, chucked it.
Like, well, you know what? You've had a good life. Ching.
Yeah. You had a good life, so here, enjoy the garbage.
So,
Come back in 3 years as a piece of plastic in my FTDX 101 MP.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyways, that's taken care of, and honestly, nothing. I haven't been doing a thing besides working, sleeping, unpacking some stuff, and working again.
Fair enough.
Go to work, come home, go to bed.
Busy lifestyle. I feel you.
Of note, I'm not going to make museum ships this year.
Oh, no?
No.
Darn.
We're going to the cabin this weekend because Annette's cousin is in, and she wants to see the cabin. She's never been.
Okay.
And next Saturday, if weather permits, I'm going to try to get over to Tom's and get that bean.
Yeah, see if you can get on that.
Yeah, so...
There will be an episode segment on that for sure.
Yeah, and what I'm going to do then is I'm going to truck that right out to George's, because he's going to look at it over the summer and rebuild it for me over the winter.
Right on. Deadly.
So we'll probably just be going out the highway and coming back.
Right on.
So I won't get to do any museum ships this year, which I'm a little bit disappointed. But, I mean, I can't have it all. I guess I got to draw the lines somewhere.
Sometimes that's all you can do, eh?
Yeah, and we want to get on the 2-week schedule too, right? So
Yeah, especially this time of year. It's nice out.
Yeah.
Well, apart from the snow you guys just had, but I mean, such is life. Yeah.
So what you been at?
Not a whole lot. Since the last time we recorded.
Gulls.
What?
Eating gulls.
Yeah. I got a seagull friend outside my window. He's not there right now, I don't think. But if he makes an appearance, I'll be sure to feature him. I named him Tom, and he got a buddy. His name's Jerry. But he comes to my window. He pecks. He was there this morning, pecking on the window, woke me up. So I fed him my last few Pringles, and now I'm gonna buy some more for him.
If he did that to me, he'd be headless pretty quick.
I told you when you first started them flying back that they were going to be up like 05. And you're like, oh, no, it's all okay. And now here we go, right?
He didn't wake me up at 05. He woke me up at 06.
Oh, yeah.
Right when I meant to get up, too.
Yeah, but some morning you want to sleep in because you can, and he's whomping on the window at like 5:30. You're going to wish, damn.
No, it's worth it. I'm this close to getting that guy fed out of my hand. Like, I can bring the Pringles right up to the window, but as soon as I go to stick him out the screen, he's like, nope, not having any part of this.
Yeah, until and then you go to the doctor, and it's like, oh, you contracted some disease. It's really rare. How rare is it? I don't get to name it, so.
Yeah.
Hey, worth it. For feeding seagulls, get my own disease? Hell yeah.
It's like bird flu 6 or something. Right?
Yeah. But besides that, my TYT radio, I've got all the fire departments locally and all the ambulances programmed into it. I keep it sitting on Esquimalt Fire Department and Dockyard Fire Department, but the Dockyard Fire Department, that's the military one, they're running off a tone that I don't quite understand yet, nor do I have the programming capabilities for it in my radio. So that's pretty much out of the question, which is a shame because anytime there's a fire on one of the ships, Dockyard Fire Department responds for manpower assist. But,
Yeah.
you know, still pretty cool. I got that thing running. I keep a listen on the VHFs around here. VHF 11, 16, usual stuff.
What's
And,
your traffic out there? Is it 11?
Pretty much the same shit as everywhere else.
Well, you see, traffic freak here is 12 and 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. I get traffic on 11.
Look up, open up Raymond, and look at Raymond Pacific, and see for Esquimalt Harbor, you'll get all your...
That's spelled Romeo Alpha Mike November, right?
Radio aids to marine navigation.
Thank you.
Okay.
Raymond Pacific, and then look at Esquimalt. You'll get all your approaches, the call-in points, there's back home. There's 1 November, 1 Echo, 2 Mile.
Yeah.
So you'll get all that there, and then you'll get the freaks they got.
Okay, yeah, I'll look into that, but I think they're on 11. That's where I hear a lot of traffic anyway. I don't know. Could be the ribs for all I know, but I know our ribs operate channel mostly. But yeah, that's a lot of the radio stuff I've been at. I went to Valley Village yesterday, and on the bike ride there, I never messed up. The fence got too close on the railroad trail, so got a nasty old bit of damage done.
Mm-hmm.
And on that side as well, and my knee's all bloody and bruised, but you know, that's all you can do. When the fence comes up on you, you just gotta roll with the punches.
You gotta tighten up into a ball and hit it.
Pretty much. Hey, for the record, I never fell off the bike. I took the bike with me to the ground, and looked awesome. And
Yeah, so you rode it down, right?
oh, I straight up rode the fence for 15 feet, scraping my arm along it, and rode the bike to the ground. It was great.
Rode the bike to the ground. Cool, right?
Got up full of adrenaline, biked all the way to EB Games, because that's where I had to go first. Going to exchange this headset for one that works properly. Because the deal with this one now, when I plug it in, if I don't jam the connector into the slot, it just won't work. So I've got it very forcefully stuck in there now, but I got to go get it exchanged for one that works. So I got 30 days to do that, and everything here closes at 6. So, it's weird. But, yeah. And I picked up a pretty cool looking plaque. Those of you who are into military history might enjoy it. It's the CFB Esquimalt Ship's Crest, which is where I'm at right now. And I picked that beauty up at Value Village for $5 tax in. So, it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Other than that,
send me one down.
That's the only one I'm ever going to find, Mike.
No, there must be other Ship's Crests.
Oh, there is, yeah, but I'm holding on to them unless I find a duplicate.
Right.
I'm collecting that stuff, my guy.
Wouldn't mind a Crest. I'm into that. Or Ship's Clock. Have an eye out for a Ship's Clock for me.
I've seen 3.
I want real Ship's Clock.
I've seen
What type
3.
of clock? Maybe about 2 dozen in shop there.
Something you'd find on an 1800s, early 1900s schooner, brass.
Yep.
The bell, that.
Ship's bell, we carry them, yeah.
No, I think it has a bell in it, doesn't it? A real ship's clock that you'd see in a captain's quarters.
I suppose.
I don't know. I don't know old military or old naval history.
How would they know when to strike the bells for the different watches?
Because they're on an 8-hour bell system.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't the clock trigger the bells?
No.
That's done by hand. That's still done by hand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the bosun's job. It was my job.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's great going out on the deck and
I'd like to have
ears
a genuine
ding 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 ding.
I'd like to have a genuine ship's clock to hang in my radio shack. I really would.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Not cheap, but I would like to have it.
Well, I'll keep my eye out, but you're gonna have to help me pay for baggage fees.
Oh yeah.
We'll have a chat after this.
What'd you say, Aaron?
We'll have a chat about ship's clocks after this because I got the part numbers and everything right here next to me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Off podcast.
Yeah. But, yeah, so that's it for what we've been at. We've got 9 minutes left on this little segment. So why don't, Mike, tell us a bit about Dayton Hamvention that's been going on recently. You know a lot more about it than we do.
Well, I don't know much, but of course it was this past weekend. It's always May 2-4 weekend. There was the local guy went down there from Newfoundland. He said it was a scorcher, 30 degrees every day. Made the 807s go down good.
I will put a link to Hamvention's website in the description below.
In the notes. But from what I know, there's a new SDR transceiver made by Expert Electronics. It's a complete Windows 10 PC that's going to cover 160 to 77s.
Ooh, wow.
I don't know how friendly it's going to be for the blind, but apparently, yeah, they're going to build a new. This SDR stuff is really taken off, apparently.
Yeah, it really is, man.
SDRs in boxes.
Yeah,
they want the SDR, but they want the knobs too.
Yeah.
So that's coming. There's a new Elecraft called the K4, and that's going to be there's going to be a K4D and a K4 HD, and apparently the idea behind this is whatever one you buy, you're not going to need filters, so you get the K4D, like there's going to be 3 different platforms.
Okay.
The K4 is going to start at $39.99 US.
Yikes.
So I spec'd that out like if I was going to buy it. So with a headset, power supply, speaker, and maybe the K-Pod accessory for remote operation and stuff, $7,700 Canadian.
Wow. Holy shit. That is intense.
The D is going to be $500 more. The HD is going to be $500 again. So
That's
needless
expensive.
to say, there won't be any of those in my immediate future.
Yeah. Amen to that.
So that's all I know that's new. There's an FTM 3DR handheld from EA, so I don't know much about that yet. The FTDX 101 is in stock now in Radio World, and that's the 101 version, so that's the FTDX 101D. It sells for a whopping $54.99.
Holy
Canadian.
shit.
With no power supply, no microphone. So if you want to step it up and buy a speaker and a power supply and a nice desk mic, you're going to be pushing probably over $7,200 by the time you get into Newfoundland.
Wow.
And the MP is coming in July, and that's a 200-watt version, and apparently that's going to be another $1,500 on top of that.
That is a lot of money, man.
That's a lot of money, dudes.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
When people ask, how can you afford this hobby, man?
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you can't afford that.
I don't even see the need for the 200-watt radios. Honestly, like, if you're going to be running HF, you're either going to be doing 100 watts or 400.
Yeah. Or more.
No, I could see the need for a 200-watt rig because, I mean, I'm running 200 watts FT8.
Yes, but again,
or whatever, right?
Again,
I think the need for it though.
You're running 200 watts FT8, right?
Yeah, with my amp.
But you're doing it with an amp that can handle that duty cycle, no problem. You go 200 watts FT8 on a radio that's 200 watts max output, you're gonna pop it within a week.
Yeah, but you know why they make those rigs? Because you can't run these things in apartments, amplifiers and everything else in restricted areas. But with 200 watts on sideband, you'd do pretty good in a restricted area with a decent little vertical.
Yeah, you got a point.
You can that 811H can run off 120 volt.
Still,
yeah.
The amps have generally to be more dirty, really, than a rig. I mean, and it makes sense what you're saying. Like okay, 100 watts. Isn't that enough? But 200-watt rigs have been around for years.
Yeah.
There was no need for the 1000 Delta to be 200 watts, but it was. Right? There was no need for a 400-watt FTDX 9000 MP. Right?
True.
But it's all based on restrictions and I'll tell you something else. I mean, if you've got an excellent antenna like a stepper, which is one of the best antennas out there because they're tuned, they're pre-tuned like with the bands, they follow the bands.
Yep.
And put the elements in precisely where they need to be. I mean, 200 watts on 40 meters with a stepper when you're getting 5 dB gain, that's pretty good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got on Hamvention there, Mike?
That's about all I got on that. So the K4 and the Expert Electronics and the 101s, they've been showing those off, and the FTM 3DR handheld. Right on. But but the thing is, folks, there's lots of Hamvention. What happened?
Tom's here.
Oh, so there's loads of Hamvention coverage out on the web. You don't need us to spit back what Ham Radio Concepts is saying, or what Ham Radio 2.0 is saying, or what Ham Radio Crash Course is going to show you, or W5CUB.
Yeah, for sure.
There's tons of them.
But anyway, on that, let's take a break. Come back to you guys pretty quickly here with the next segment of our podcast, which is going to be Mike's Shoot the Shack segment. So,
when you send out the ID, give me a couple of minutes. I'll go and see if Annette can.
Yep, right on. Aaron, you were going to say something?
Tell you what, I got to cut it short because this is chewing up a lot of data.
Oh yeah, you're still on data, right? Shit.
I got all my traffic sent to you now, so I'm going to have to cut it short.
Right on, man. Well, thanks for coming out. We'll see you in the next one.
Good enough.
All right.
Yeah, good night, Darren.
All right, see ya.
See ya.
See ya.
And we're back. Thank you guys for waiting, and I hope you enjoyed that short little clip there.
Multicolored static thing that you do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This one right here. Yeah, so we're going to continue on with this little series that we just started. Mike had the idea, and I thought it was brilliant. It's called Shoot the Shack. So like I said in the intro there, we're going to go around to different radio operators, starting with me, Mike, and Aaron. And we're basically 5 basic questions about radio and their shack and stuff like that. Roll a couple videos and give them their little 5 minutes of fame. Or probably more than 5 minutes, but yeah.
But now we can't record at the cabin anymore because of cellular.
Yeah, cellular issues.
So Jackson will have to add in clips of my shack, which I'm sure we've seen anyway.
Yeah, we all know what Mike's shack looks like.
Yeah. So when I go on the road, which is what I'm going to do this in the next little while, I've asked a couple if they wouldn't mind appearing on the cast. One fellow says he'll sleep on it. The other fellow says he don't know. But if they agree, I'll get Annette to help me with the video side of it, to hold the camera properly and shoot their shack. And with some background noise, hopefully with a nice DX signal on. And
oh yeah, for sure.
Right. So
hopefully we can get some nice footage. Yeah. So I guess I'll start off with the basic here. Going back to day one, when and how did you get into the ham radio hobby?
I got licensed in 2001 with my 3-letter call sign VO1RYN, and that was October of 2001. And what got me into the hobby was 9/11. I had a scanner, of course. Well, my dad did, because he was a big police scanner guy. And, of course, I cut my teeth in the CB days. So I loved CB back in the day, and had a Navajo and a little TRC 415 compact mobile, and 453 Navajo. And what was the one that had sideband in it? I think that was the 454. So I had a couple of CBs and an old big stick. Gotta love the big sticks.
Oh, yeah.
And oh yes, and also I had a golden eagle.
Right on.
See the 23 channel with the VFO and everything. So I've been pushing off and on for years, like to get into ham radio. We had a class start up at the blind school. There was a ham station there, and it was off and on interest. I got phone patched into Newfoundland during the big '84 storm. That was cool. I was phone patched into a guy. It was actually out in Conception Bay South, and they set up a phone patch conversation with my parents because there was only emergency phone traffic was getting through after the big, ice storm in April of '84.
Yeah.
So I said, well, we got a ham station here at the blind school. Let's get in touch with a ham in Newfoundland who could phone patch us in.
Mm-hmm.
So that worked really, really well. I talking on the desk mic up at the blind school, and the guy funneling through the phone patch in his radio to the phone system out home. Right? That was pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome, yeah.
So off and on, but it took years to get at it. So 9/11 kind of pushed me over. I said, that's it. I got to get my ham license. I was really excited to hear how all the ham clubs here, all the hams were immobilized and helping out.
Yeah.
That would be real cool if, for emergency preparation and help and everything else. So that's what led me to getting my license. And I've been proud of it.
Cool.
I'm very proud.
Cool. So, Mike, next question is going to be approximately, without going into the nitty-gritty details, how much money have you invested into the hobby so far?
Oh,
He's counting up his radios now.
I am. I'm counting up the gear. I would say total about.
Gonna have to excuse Tom out there.
Yeah.
How much again?
About 12,000.
Okay, right on.
Some of the gear is not around anymore. Like I had a tower and a rotator, and a beam. That was like $600, and I had a Kenwood TS940 station, which was $1,500.
Yeah.
SB 1000 amp. That was $800. The 102, the 1200, all of that. Yeah, so about 12 grand.
Adds up quickly, eh?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, for sure. Next question. What is your favorite radio of all time? Your dream piece of kit. I do, but the people on YouTube probably know the answer too.
They probably do too. They've seen it in my vids.
Yeah.
FT 102 by Yaesu.
Yep.
And I will have another one.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Before I go to this green earth and go to my resting place, Lord willing.
Yeah.
I will have 102. Because my meter crapping out on me really helped me in the decision to sell my 102 to Jackson. And then somebody tells me the meter could be fixed, and it is. But
I got lucky.
Yeah.
Came at the right time.
But we have to do a tune test when you get back to the rock.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Make sure that the meter is not right.
Make sure it actually works properly.
Because when I first got my 102, I had no trouble with tuning, and when I popped my first fuses, which was a sign of tube runaway because of holding the key too long, after I put the new set of finals in her, my wife looked over my shoulder when I was done tuning, and I was dead on with the plate.
Oh yeah.
275 to 300 mils, 150 watts all day long. She loved it.
Sure.
So I will have another one. 102 is my favorite, and I will have another one. Good Lord willing.
Yeah. I can see it in your future.
Yeah.
Not for me, but I can see it in your future. Moving on to question 4. In the next 5, 10, 15... No, that's question 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. we're on question 4. Right.
Yeah. In the next 10, 15 years, what are your plans with amateur radio?
Boy, that's a good one, because technology is changing, and SDRs in a box are getting more popular, and they're not getting any cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point, the K4, the FT101, the Flex 6400, or the Flex series with the M in the titles, because they got the built-in maestros right into the boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're approaching, 4,000 and above. So I really don't know. I really don't know what's. I guess I will keep the 1200 for as long as she's going to hold out. I may look into the Flex 6400 that can run on a Mac. Mac is accessible. The smartphone, the Apple iPhone is accessible, so there's a client there for that.
Fair enough.
Or I may have to take the Can't Beat 'em, Join 'em Kenwood Club. I mean, right?
Yeah.
I love that FTDX 101D.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
that's a $7,200 rig, and I've been reading through it. And guess how you change modes?
It's all on the screen, I'm willing to bet.
You got a mode button, you got an SSB button, and you got a CW button, because the CW and SSB are frequently used, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they gave you a button for that, so you can tap the SSB button to go from upper or lower side, the CW to go from CW or CW reverse. But if you want to do data or AM or FM, you got to press the mode button, and then up comes the touchscreen, and then you got to choose whether you want AM wide, or whatever.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a mess around.
Yeah. The only thing is with that, though, if you want to do FT8 or whatever, the program changes the band for you.
Yeah.
Right? Because I do that with my 1200. I don't do AM. But,
no, I don't think many people really do.
AM, so I may start doing AM.
Fair enough.
And then if I get into AM and love it, well, how would I do AM with the FTDX 101D?
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, that's the bad part about touch
what I've
screens and
got
stuff.
for now is probably going to be what I got. And then, you know what? My next little... I got to get the beam rebuilt.
Yep.
A Mosley TA53M and a tower. That's going to be in the next 18 months. And if I got a chunk of change to get a radio, well, it just might be a 102 again. And if I want to do AM or whatever, just fire up the tubes.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? So
Now,
that's what I see.
Now, we all know the answer to this question because you haven't shut up about it since you got it. What's your biggest achievement in amateur radio so far?
DXCC.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm a part-time HFer.
Yeah.
I've had the vertical up since 2013. And, I've only got to the cabin every 2 weekends except for holidays and contests. So I think that's a pretty good achievement.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever get DXCC honor roll. I don't know if I'll ever win the DeSoto Cup. That takes a lot of operating. Certainly you can't do it. I mean, you'd need to punch 2 or 3 hours a night.
Yeah. Well, hey, you got a lot of hours operating left in you, buddy, so don't count it out.
Well, I think so. I mean, if the Lord lets me live that long, I mean, I guess I could make honors roll by the time I'm 90.
Yeah.
I suppose. But things change. I mean, I could be in a position where I could flip on the radio every day.
Sure.
So,
you never know.
But yeah, right now I'm quite proud of the DXCC and kind of looking for a new challenge right now, which is Morse code.
Yeah, start working on your code. Get up there.
Start working on my code. I could possibly get the individual bands because I've got 75 confirmed countries on 20 meters.
Oh, yeah. So you're not far off of 20-meter DXCC.
No, and 65 for 40.
Cool.
So
pretty good.
Who knows?
Well, yeah, that's
we'll keep slugging away. We'll keep slugging away at it.
Yeah, that's the 5 questions I had. Very creatively written on a napkin, along with the rest of my information.
Yeah.
And I left my notebook in the classroom today, so that's it. I'm not in the mood to go down, request the key to get the door unlocked, to get it to lock up again, all that mess.
Well, obviously you had no trouble coming up with 5 questions.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long.
No.
And there are 5 questions we'll hold on to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for the questions answered, and hope you YouTube viewers enjoyed the many photos and videos that we're after posting in the shack over time and such. And
we'll get some more in this collage, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Get some possibly behind-the-scenes photos that haven't been shown yet, because there's a lot of those.
Yeah. Bonus footage.
Bonus footage videos seem to always do better than our regular videos.
Yeah.
It's weird. But, unless you got anything else.
No, I'm good.
Good stuff.
That's all I got.
Good stuff. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. You can find me, personally, on QRZ. You can also find me on YouTube, VO and JQB for both. I'll do Aaron's little snippet here. You can find him on QRZ and somewhere in Halifax. Mike?
Yeah, you can find me on QRZ. Just on VO1AX. The email. My YouTube channel, same thing, VO1AX. And a shout out to Ham Radio Crash Course. I don't know who you are, but thanks for the compliment. And the comment, I guess. Twitter, Facebook, all that social media stuff.
There you go. So you can click on Mike's face for a link to subscribe to his channel. You can click down in that corner there for a link to subscribe to my channel, and you can click right up here for the Grassroots Ham Radio Podcast playlist. You can watch every episode to date. And it's crazy. Some of the first episodes we got going are better than the episodes we currently have that we're recording. Yes, we were all together, but we will be reunited again. For sure, in person.
The band will get back together.
Damn right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you again in another 2 weeks for episode 9. 7-3, guys, and have a good night.
Thanks, guys. 7-3.